Hey everybody, reading time. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to start with seeing what this collective is dealing with right now. So let's get into it. I'm feeling so weird today. It's so weird. Like I'm in such a good mood. Like I'm very positive and optimistic, but at the same time it's like I don't know. It's very weird. Alright, so let's get into this. Okay, we have slide, oh, horseshoe, anchor, divinely guided, okay, and what just flipped in here? Craftsperson. Alright, excuse me. Alright, let's see. Slide, and I'm going to read all of these as they flipped because they all flipped in a specific direction, not sideways, so skimming over the surface, loss of direction, losing balance and control around you, childish people acting cold around you, individual issues. Okay, so that's a lot. You could have a memory of something like this. Divinely guided, stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. Okay, I like that. Horseshoe, good luck, protection, success, future is up to you. Caring spouse, unique opportunities, take them. Oh, all right. This is turns. All right. Craftsperson, attention to detail, willpower, creative, follow through, highly skilled, spiritual, maker, innovator, artisan, goal oriented. This is great energy. Anchor, afraid to move on. Oh, stays stagnant, let go of the past, instability, unchanged, adrift and losing motivation, stubbornness. It's so funny. This card is actually reminding me of the Six of Swords in my Light Seers Tarot deck because she's on a boat and she's kind of like looking forward, starting her spiritual journey, like starting to heal, divinely guided energy. This one even says spiritual on it. But this one, it came up, well, these three all in great position. These two more, which maybe this is what's surrounding this energy within you right now. Sorry, I'm just going to make sure they're all in the frame. Okay. Because skimming over surface, loss of direction, I'm feeling that. And then over here, afraid to move on, stay stagnant, let go of the past, stubbornness, stubbornness, instability, losing balance and control around you, individual issues. I'm feeling like, well, we'll get more. But I don't know if I want to keep going with that deck or a different one. Let's get this one. Okay. Let's get one for a slide. That's too many. Oops. Okay. Stagnant. Oh my god. You have two cards that say stagnant. Stuck. Dead end. Frozen. No way. Soulmate. Okay. Alright. Twin flame. Friendship. Romantic partner. Okay. So confirmation on the stagnant energy, this collective feeling stuck, loss of direction, don't know where to go, losing balance and control around you, okay? But whatever this stuck energy is, this frozen dead end, it has something to do with a person that you see as your soulmate, or twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. It could be any of those energies. I'm not feeling any one stronger than the other at this point. We'll get more to clarify, but clearly someone who you believe is meant to be in your life in some way, shape, or form, but at the same time is making you feel stuck somehow. Divinely guided. Jeez, 2 for that one too. And it came out like chaos. Chaos and family. Okay, so the way this divinely guided card came out, stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. I feel like there is an energy of, I mean, clearly it's divinely guided. Okay, so the soulmate energy makes sense. Whatever this is, it's being divinely put there, right? But for chaos and family, chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall, and family, blood ties, inner circle, I feel like part of whatever is being divinely guided here is creating, so this there's, it all ties together. I can feel cohesion here, but at the same time there have to be things triggering other things, right? So I feel like this chaos in your family, this collective, don't make it fit, you would have something, some kind of upheaval or disaster or something, not disaster maybe, but I'm feeling that upheaval, like a tornado, like a storm, chaos, like something within your family dynamic. I feel like they're sorry, I actually had to pause for a minute and come back. I don't know if that would have been noticeable for you guys, but now I'm like trying to remember where I was. But I know I was talking about how whatever upheaval or discord or chaos this might be causing in your family, whatever this is, it's meant to happen right now. It's literally divinely guided. Um, like, I feel like there's something within your family that needs to be faced or dealt with in a way. And I think it has to do, like I said, I feel like all this energy is connected. So I feel like whatever this discord in your family unit is now, whether it be with the entire family or just one person or maybe just someone who feels like family, just that kind of inner circle bond, whatever chaos it's causing within those dynamics, it's meant to right now. And I feel like that has to do with why this feels stuck. Because I just get the feeling that in order for whatever this soulmate energy is to move forward, to get out of this stagnant, stuck, don't know where to go next energy, this has to be done first. It's literally divinely guided. So whatever upheavals or discord is being created within close connections right now, they're meant to, because, and I feel like they have to be dealt with in order for this to become unstuck. Let's get one for this horseshoe energy. Good luck, protection, success, future is up to you. That's what I'm seeing. Future is up to you. Caring spouse could be on the horizon. Like, unique opportunities, take them. Horseshoe. Feminine energy, gentleness, nurturing, mothering. So for this to come out under the horseshoe energy, good luck, the future is up to you, caring spouse, like unique opportunities, take them. There's something within your feminine energy, like your emotional connection, your emotional balance, your intuition, your empathy, your gentleness, your nurturing nature, like that kind of energy, I feel is what you need to embody I feel like that's what will protect you right now. That kind of energy is what you need in order to move forward, I think, in both areas. I think you need this kind of energy to help soothe whatever upheavals or discord or whatever the chaos that's going on within those close to you right now, but it's being divinely guided, right? So it has to happen, but I feel like it needs to be dealt with within this kind of understanding, nurturing, emotionally balanced energy. But I'm also seeing this as that kind of unique opportunity vibe. The future is up to you, to be that you need this energy to go forward with this too. So there's something important with this energy being like that feminine energy around, and you don't have to be a female to embody feminine energy, that kind of emotional balance, stability, empathy, understanding, just sorry, I'm just staring because I'm feeling it in more than one way. I'm feeling it as what is needed here and here. Like it'll protect your energy by being, it'll protect these things in a way that you probably don't really get right now. Craftsperson, this is actually, let's get one more because we've got two for the other two. I feel like I need to be even here. So feminine energy. That's too many. But karmics was on the top of that. Okay. Drowning. Over your head, overextended, rock bottom. So for this to be under okay. And they didn't, I don't feel like there could be an aspect of feeling like you're kind of drowning in emotion right now, this collective. Like you are over your head, feeling like you're hitting rock bottom. I wouldn't be surprised for you to be in that feeling right now, of drowning in emotion, as well as needing to. It's almost like this is kind of saying, instead of drowning in it, kind of use it to like transmute it. You know what I mean? Instead of drowning in it, learn to swim in it. Learn to float even. Like learn to be above it instead of being underneath it. Your emotion, I mean, that feminine energy. Don't let yourself drown in it and let it keep you stuck. Let it like be on top of it. I feel like that is what for some reason I keep going back and forth between this card and the word protection on this card. And I'm I keep getting the thought in my head of feeling like you're protecting yourself right now. Like almost that I don't know, I'm having a hard time putting it into the right words. It's almost like you feel like you need protection from your own, like you're drowning in your own energy, right? Your own feminine energy, your emotion, your empathy, your everything. You're like you're drowning in it right now, but at the same, and it's like you feel like you need to protect yourself from yourself. Does that make sense? Like it feels like that's what this collective might be trying to do right now is, and I don't think you should. I feel like in with this divinely guided row, I feel like there's some sort of resistance here too. That came out very randomly, but with that drowning feeling, it's like, I feel like that has something to do with both of these situations. It's like you're drowning in having to deal with this, but also like feeling so stuck here. And I don't think this collective, you see the connection between the two. I don't. I feel like you don't see that by taking soothing this that's divinely guided. Like, I feel like this collective, you would see whatever's happening here as like, oh my God, why right now? Like, why is this happening right now? This is the worst timing for this to happen because I'm trying to get unstuck with this. Like, I'm trying to put some focus here and get unstuck with this. And why is this happening right now? Not realizing that the key to getting this unstuck is this, because it's divinely guided. So I feel like you're drowning in the energy in the wrong place. Does that make sense? Probably not. It's almost like this over your head. I feel like you're still drowning in this, like being sad about this, and on top of this new crap that you have to deal with, right? That you're like, why now? Why is this happening now? You really are drowning in all that emotion and kind of struggling to see that it's you need to rise above that emotion and learn to swim in it, to tread, right? To tread water, right? To float in it, to be on top of it, to see how it ties in. Because you can't see anything from underwater, right? It's like you're so far deep in just the emotion of everything that you're not seeing the point of it all. And that's where that feminine energy is, like there's that understanding, that's, being able to see things clearly, not drowning in your emotions, balancing them, seeing them clearly. Craftsperson. All right, there's our 2. Boundaries is up. Disrespectful. Enough is enough. Defend yourself. Exhausted. Burned out. Burdened. Empty. So this is under craftsperson, which says attention to detail, willpower, creative, follow through, highly skilled, spiritual, maker, innovator, artisan, goal oriented. What does this other side say? I was taking them all. Outside validation, uncommunicative, perfectionist to the point of alienation, moody, workaholic, brooding, misinterprets, reactive. I'm not really... This attention to detail, I feel like that's what I'm drawn to on this card. And the spiritual aspect, right? Because I pointed that out before and I feel like it's significant. This spiritual attention to detail and willpower. Boundaries and exhausted, for them to come out there and me to be paying attention to those words. I'm feeling this as basically the exhaustion, the burned out feeling you're feeling from I feel like it's like whatever's going on here. Because like I said, I feel like you're not seeing, you're drowning so much in the emotion of it that the attention to detail and the spiritual aspect is, how do I word this? These boundaries feel both the ones you put on yourself, like they're exhausting because you're not seeing them clearly. Enough is enough, right? You're not seeing, but I'm also really feeling it as paying attention to where you need the boundaries now. But from a spiritual, like, it's Sorry, I'm getting so like glitching out here. It's like this collective. Maybe you literally just had a realization of why, or maybe it was literally just now. Because it's feeling for me to be so like, it's this boundaries card and attention to detail. It's like I'm feeling this burned out energy very, very heavily, empty, burdened, burned out, but because of this confusion, this energy, this drowning in emotion and not seeing, like, I do feel an aspect of this defend yourself too, with this energy. But it's like whatever it is, it's I feel like trying to put up these boundaries and follow through with that is what is exhausting to this collective. I feel like right now there's just this energy of, because you, like I said, you didn't see where this was coming from. So trying to put your focus on different things and not knowing what, like, it's like you obviously have to deal with this, right? But this won't leave the back of your mind. And it's like, why do I have to deal with this right now when I want to deal with this? And I feel like that is part of what's exhausting you, is not knowing the boundary between what you need to deal with right now first and how it all connects. That attention to detail isn't, it's exhausting you right now. You're not seeing it clearly. You're drowning in it instead. I hope that came out better than I was trying originally. Anchor, afraid to move, stagnant, instability, unchanged. Yeah, like apology, arrogant, rash actions, insincere. So let's get one more for that. Burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal. So there's something about burned bridges, someone they turned your back on. But is this collective, or that freaking cat on the like it just his face cracks me up for some reason. I'm gonna be honest. I'm feeling this with this stuck energy over here. I feel like part of the reason this collective feels like it's stuck and this afraid to move on, so you're staying stagnant and not letting go of the let go of the past. I feel like there is something about an apology in a situation where you feel like you've already burned the bridge there. Like I can't, it feels like this collective feels like they have something to apologize for, but you kind of feel like you're afraid to move on it because you feel like you already burned that bridge and there's no going back. Like even if you apologize and, like, I'm not feeling like this rash action is insincere. I feel like that's how you think the person will see you. Like maybe they won't really believe in the apology at this point because it's been too long, or because, like I said, there's an aspect of feeling like they you've burned a bridge here. That maybe they've turned their back on you already. Maybe they won't trust your apology, so it makes you afraid to kind of give it, and leaves you feeling stuck, even though you feel like this person is somehow soul tied to you, soulmate, twin flame, a really good friend, close friend, a romantic partner, just a soulmate in your life, someone who's meant to be in your life. So even though you feel like they're meant to be there, there's an aspect of, and there's obviously something this collective needs, feels like they need to apologize for. And maybe it's the fact that things have been stuck for so long because this hasn't been dealt with. Let's get, I know I'm going to make this go way too long, but I want to get, I want to know more about first the connected energy, the soulmate connected energy. What is, and do I want this deck? I'm so torn right now. Maybe I want to get tarot. Oh my god, like I don't know. I want to know more about this connected energy, the soulmate energy. Seven of Cups. Yeah, okay. So I feel like this is confirming or saying that when it came to this connection, this collective didn't know what the hell to do. Like, you didn't know what cup to look under. You didn't know what choice to make. You felt stuck. Like, it's too many options, right? I'm seeing this as having so many things to choose from and just feeling stuck between what to do next. So, and obviously I felt that throughout the whole thing, but specifically with this connection, it's like maybe that's what you have to apologize for. Maybe there was a point where, like, this stuck energy, I feel like that's what this collective feels like they have to apologize for, is for things being stuck because you couldn't make a choice, because you haven't chosen, like, you're too worried about what is underneath every one of these cups to actually make a choice about any of them, to choose one, to go forward. You're just stuck. Let's get another one for this connection, the soulmate connection. I'm really curious. Okay. All right. King of Pentacles, that is like the King of Kings for me, okay? Because he is I really do consider him the ride or die type of king. He is the king right before the emperor. He's got his shit together. He's grounded. He is action based. He's got his emotions balanced. He's loyal. He's grounded, right? He has his shit together, right? Excuse my language. He has his stuff together. But I don't like the Four of Pentacles. I'm gonna be real. I don't like it in either direction. It's the Four of Pentacles is probably my least favorite card because it just, in reverse, it's very like a lack mentality, which kind of feels like connected to that, like, why now energy, like, why is this happening now? But it's giving me the energy of not having appreciated what you had when it was there, and maybe that is connected to this apology and burn bridges. Like, if you made someone feel like you would never give them a chance, and then suddenly, like, and you made that so clear, like, to the point where you're convinced now this person has moved on, and now suddenly you change your mind, basically, like, you realize that you were keeping it stuck because you couldn't choose, because you couldn't see the outcome of anything. It kept you stuck in not believing in, or not not fully trusting in this energy, maybe that this person was kind of like a King of Pentacles kind of energy. And again, it doesn't have to be male, just that kind of embodiment of that energy of just knowing who they are, right? Um, because if this is how you see, if this has to do with that soulmate connection, I just feel like there's an aspect here of this could also be about money. This could I don't feel anything about finances in this reading. I'm going to be real. Even though you do have two pentacle cards here, this person could be abundant, and they could you could see them as kind of materialistic, or but I don't get, that's not the vibe I get from it. But if that's a detail that, it feels more like the way you view this connection is like right now, like you just couldn't make a choice. Or maybe that lack mentality is, I know I had that, I still feel the deviation of like that missed opportunity vibe I was saying, like you had your chance kind of thing. But it's also feeling like that lack mentality of like yeah, like why did I put myself in this position? Basically. Why did I do this to myself? Why didn't I make a choice and see, you know, let me get let's get some emotion cards to go to confirm this energy. Possibilities. Cloudy judgment. Cloudy judgment, definitely. Possibilities, literally. Cloudy judgment with your possibilities. But chemistry, attraction, spark, passion. So it's literally like there's this chemistry, you felt it. It's like I feel this King of Pentacles energy as like you seeing this person as very together, like they know themselves, like they know themselves, they know what they want, they know what they have to offer. They're not going to take anything less than that, and they're loyal to those who can meet them, right? Who can meet them there. And maybe not just loyal to, but they're a loyal person, but they're not going to be in the soulmate energy with someone who can't meet them at this level, right? And I feel like there's something about this collective who you feel like you've kind of burned that bridge, and there's no point in trying to go back and visit that if I just feel like this, there's a sense, there's something of a fear of, I know we didn't get anything about rejection here, but I just feel like with that lack, it's like there's something about like why did I put myself in this position? Why didn't I see what I had? This, all these possibilities with this chemistry, this attraction, this spark, like why did it cloud my judgment so much? Why did it make things so hard to choose when the choice was so obvious? Like that's what it feels like to me. Um, let's um what I want to get more now. So I feel like when it has to do with this person, there is the stuck energy has to do with having felt the, not only the chemistry, but being so overwhelmed by the possibilities, but not knowing anything about how those choices would affect anything. Like it's like you would have had to been going into it blind. Like, and I feel like there's something about that really did cloud your judgment into keeping things stuck, and maybe even pushing them away, because for there to be an apology that's needed, and a burned bridge, like I said, there, I feel like there's something where you've already kind of told this person that like maybe you don't feel this way about them, this soulmate energy, but you do. But that's not we have this energy here too that I want to address. So and I'm already like so far into this. So let's try to speed this up a little. I'm going to get some emotion cards on this family chaos. What is this that has to be dealt with here? That's being divinely guided. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, and there was that in there too that flipped. Okay. So we have twin flame, mirroring shared feeling and reflection, releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away, and elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. But this all came up under this. Okay. So remember I said before that this, while it's divinely guided, I feel like the chaos, the upheaval that it's creating, the discord between, I feel like it's not just within family. Clearly, family is important, so don't make a fit. There is something within the family big, whether it's the whole family or one, you know what I mean, but something within the family unit that is very important. But blood ties, inner circle, I'm feeling that inner circle energy, like it has to do with other people who are very close to you, or who you felt were very close to you. I'm just having, part of me is really feeling this as part of this inner circle, because you have twin flame twice here, right? And so for this to have something to do with this energy, this divinely guided energy, I'm having trouble if this twin flame is something like that's the journey you're on, and that's where this that's why this is being divinely guided, because if you're on this twin flame journey, there are going to be things that have to be taken care of before this energy can feel like, before it can move forward. It's stagnant right now, and it does say twin flame on this card. This energy could be stagnant right now because this has to be soothed. This has to be taken care of. It's a cycle that has to be closed in order for everything else to start moving again. And maybe part of that, where I'm getting caught up with this twin flame energy, is with the releasing. Maybe you're releasing the wrong thing and choosing to stay in the chaos, choosing to stay in what you need to release, because but I have to stick with what I really feel. And I know I hate, you know how if you watch any of my other readings, you know how I feel sometimes when the twin flame card comes out, because I feel like it's a hard thing to speak on. So, but the way I really, really feel this is the need to release whatever this dishonesty, deception is within this dynamic, in order to get this going again, to release the energy, the stagnant energy of this, because that's the main feeling I'm getting through this energy is this divinely guided row has to be dealt with, released. And it has to do with dishonesty, deception, trickery, elusive behavior. There's just something within family and people close to you where you have to release some kind of deception. So it makes me feel like there's something that maybe you have to speak, you have to say, to soothe this chaos, to, or maybe it creates the chaos, whatever you have to release and say. But I'm feeling this more as this releasing energy of dishonesty and deception. It needs to be soothed and dealt with before this energy can be released. What about this apology? Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. So you would need to apologize for, I feel like it has to, yeah, okay. This collective, don't make it fit. Whatever this apology is, it also has to do with a mask. Like I said, it felt like it was like you were pretending that you didn't want this, or like that missed opportunity. You're pretending mask, exaggeration. This is and that cloudy judgment too. Don't make it fit. Whatever this collective needs to apologize for, it also has to, in this burn bridge, it has to do with having worn a mask, pretending. And I feel like it has to do with this energy. For it to be stuck and to feel like there's a bridge burned with it and someone turned their back on you, a lack of trust, I feel like it has to do with this collective pretending that this energy did not exist to them. Like it just, like pretending, like I said, telling this person you would never be with them, or this would never happen, or like it just couldn't be. And now suddenly it's like, wait, no, that is what I want. But this has to be soothed first. Because it's like now that you realize it, you're like, okay, but even if I apologize and try to fix this, I still have this to deal with. Like, I'm just stuck. Like, not, like, even if it's like you're so, like, this drowning feeling with emotion. It's like you're so stuck on which emotion do I follow this burn bridge energy and try to apologize? But even if I do apologize and they accept it and this is real, then I still have this to deal with. So what do I do? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I feel, again, the apology that needs to be made, something to do with having pretended, wearing a mask, and maybe creating maybe some hurtful words. I feel like I'm not feeling the anger. I think we got some, maybe it wasn't in this one, but I'm not feeling a whole lot of anger in this energy, to be honest. Maybe a little with yourself. But resentment, hurtful words, bitterness, I think it's what you're afraid of this person kind of having resentment if you come back now with, like, suddenly you've changed your mind, right? After the things you've said to them and the mask you wore. It's like now, it's like you expect them to be like, now you want me to believe that you think we're this? And even they might be like, well, what about this? So that's why this divinely guided row, I feel like this is probably the most important row here, because this needs to be soothed first, before anything else. I want to get some more on this divinely guided aspect of everything for this collective. Okay, that definitely oh boy. Okay, that's a lot, but I'm going to take them because, all right, thoughts, feeling trapped, overthinking in your head, worries, fears. That's what this collective is going through right now. drowning over your head, literally in your head, over your head. It's just, there's so much that you feel like you have to address right now. I feel like you don't know where to draw the line and go. You're just so burned out by there being so much to deal with right now. Self-love, intentions, focused on desires of the heart, self-worth, expansion, manifesting. This is this. I'm just gonna read all these first. Nostalgia, memories, missing someone, past life soulmate, the past. You're so focused on that right now, and this, and temptation, self-deception, deception, make wise choices. Oh my gosh. All right, so this divinely guided energy right now is telling this collective that I'm seeing this, make wise choices, focus on yourself, stop fooling yourself with the whatever this mask was that you wore over here, but also stop with the deception of trying to convince yourself that, I don't even think it's trying to, maybe it is, but there's something with this row that's so hard for this collective to deal with. Like either you don't truly believe it's a block, or you really, 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 really don't want to deal with it. Like you're, you know what I mean? Like it's something like it's gonna, maybe whatever this is that you have to deal with here, this is, I just feel like whatever it is, it's hard. It may not be a huge, like dramatic, oh, and there's this card too, energy, but it's just, I feel like whatever it is, it's really, really hard for this collective. But missing someone, this, and you have spring as a timing card here, planting seeds, plans, preparation, putting in the work. So maybe this is a sign that this is something that's been kind of happening since last spring, but I'm more feeling it as something in the future, because I'm feeling this as, for this to be about this divinely guided energy, I feel like there's an energy here of needing to focus on you in a way that you can soothe this energy with the person on your mind, right? But the person you're missing, the person you see as your soulmate now. But in order to do that, you have to love yourself. You have to see through your own deceptions. You have to get through your own thoughts, your own overthinking. You kind of have to, I feel like there's an energy of like having to just take the chance with this, no matter where, even though you can't see what's under every cup, you don't know what option is going to take you where. I feel like there's an aspect of just needing to kind of trust in that. That by admitting your own self-deception to yourself and learning to love yourself, and it, there's just, I feel like the spring card, and I know this probably not what this collective wants to hear, but I feel like it's trying to say that it's going to take time to soothe all this, right? And maybe by the time the spring comes, you'll be planting new seeds, you've been putting in the work, plans, preparation. Like I feel this is going to take time. But I do feel that it's this divinely guided row that needs to be addressed first. There's something within this row with family, those close to you. It could even have to do with this person. For this to come up here, maybe that is why, because you got this energy here too, and it's two different decks, right, with twin flame energy on it. So I feel but, and I did put it at the bottom even though it came out first, so I feel like that's also significant, that this divinely guided row, you need to deal with and soothe the chaos within the family and the people close to you, the things that you've been deceptive about or hiding. there's a something that needs to be released with that. Maybe it's more of a confession, or maybe it's releasing actual people from your life, letting certain people go, or letting certain situations go, letting certain whatever, letting things go, to then get to this energy. But again, take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take steps to get to this point. And I feel this is also a significant area of why you feel like you're drowning right now, is because part of you, I think you're so focused on this apology energy, like thinking like it's gonna, if I wait even longer, it's gonna be even worse. The bridge is even more burnt. I feel like there's something with this collective where you're feeling pressured to act on this first, when truly, in order for this to go anywhere, this apology to make any sense and have any kind of effect and like you want it to, this has to be soothed first. So this collective, I just, whatever you're going through right now with all this energy around you, your focus, I think, needs to be on whatever just came up that made you feel like, why is this happening now? Why do I have to deal with this right now? Deal with that right now. Okay, that's my advice. Deal with that right now, and I feel like that's going to help everything else not fall into place, but help you see where those boundaries are that you need to focus on one at a time, and get where you need to go with this person, or where you're meant to go with this person, really. Because right now, this drowning in emotion of everything and not knowing and trying to, like, it almost feels like maybe you're trying to do a little bit of at a time of everything, and it's just leaving you so burnt out and exhausted, when there needs to be boundaries, there needs to be steps, right? So that's what this collective needs right now, and I feel like it might take some time. It might take up until the spring to really see or feel progression, maybe, or I don't want to say that and make you feel like, well, then what's the point of, if nothing's going to happen till, but it's not. There is a point. I just think this type of thing can't be fixed overnight. This type of energy can't just, you're not just going to wake up and it's all going to be fine. It's going to take time. So I feel like this timing card coming out is kind of to soothe that in this collective, so that it's okay that it's going to take a little time, but there is an order. There are boundaries that need to be made so that you don't burn yourself out trying to figure everything out at once. You have a lot going on, but this is where whatever just happened in your life that has you thinking literally like, why is this happening right now? That's what you need to focus on first, because that's why it's happening right now. It's divinely guided. It was put there for a reason. So focus on that. All right, I'm going to leave this here now because I'm almost at an hour again. So, oh my God, I got to stop this. I hope you guys have a great day, and I love you guys. Bye.